So hello again. As I promised you early morning, now I will give you some insight about the Marvin beans development. And Ivan said before, in this year, we mainly focused on the publication quality improvements in Marvin Sketch. And as a first step, very first step of it, we made all our abbreviated group in the format which totally fits to the IUPAC standard. But after that, we thought it's not enough if we're making our abbreviated group that way, but we should give you a tool when you can format all your labels as you wish, actually. So the video which you can see now shows that we call this tool as a label editor. And what you can do with this label editor, you can format abbreviated groups, not even basic formatting, like you can have font type like bold, italics, subscript, superscript. But after, when you format the group, it keeps its chemical meaning. So well, behind it still the same structure. But with the very same tool, you also can format, for example, R group labels and atom list, not list. But you also can introduce homology groups, pseudoatoms, and this video shows that after that you can enumerate this atom. The other step was, it's just a very minor modification, but basically Marvin Sketch renders the position of the double bonds based on IUPAC standard, but we made it available that now you can render it in left position, center position, or right position just for a simple double clicking. And probably the biggest improvement was that we introduced several new parameters here, like bond length or hash bond spacing, which needed if you want to publish structure into most of the journals. And also collected the most popular journal styles as a built-in styles. So you can just able to upload it. And also, you can we have some our forms, the ChemAxon forms, but you also can modify this data, and you can add your own style, and you can save it, and you can use after that. Also, we modified the unit. Before that, the parameters which you could set in Marvin, it was in angstrom, but now you can use PT, centimeter, inch, even the percentage of the bond length. So this was the major developments, but I would like to emphasize that it's not just in the drawing, but as you know, Marvin is also used for rendering images and structures, even in a lot of ChemAxon product, and all of these parameters like the bond length and bond spacing is also applied in our renderer and can be used that way. So thank you for your attention.
With the abbreviated groups you showed there, when you're able to format them, can you affect the justification so it can be aligned to the right or the left?
No, not yet, but it's a pretty good question because it's one of the next steps which we want to work on.
And then the other thing is, if you create an abbreviated group which has can you define with the attachment point as if part of the label is for example, you have O-acetyl. That's a standard one, but you attach the bond to the oxygen. If you're defining your own, can you define where the bond attaches to?
Actually, if it's a built-in abbreviated group or a user-defined one, we have a dictionary for that, and you can define the position on this dictionary, but not from the label editor.
Okay. Thank you.